Hey everybody, Chad Hodge here with Hevi Shot. Just got back from Nashville and the NWTF convention. I want to take a second and say thank you to everybody that stopped by the booth, everybody that came and talked to us and hung out, spent your time with us. We really appreciate it. Got a lot of good feedback from people, heard a lot of exciting stories, and there was people really excited for what we have going on, and had a great time. And I'm really looking forward to meeting you guys out there again. One of the questions that got brought up many times amongst the people was, what's the difference between these shells? We had a nice display and it had our 2025 lineup on there, and people wanted to know what made them special or what the deal was. Why was one price, one another? So just want to take a minute to go over that with you. We got turkey season right around the corner. Some people are still on the fence on what they want to shoot, so we'll just get right into it. Our newest load this year is this Heavy Bismuth. It's a blend. It's number 4s and 5s. It's straight bismuth. It's going to have the qualities more like lead shot does as far as pattern wise goes. It's not going to be your 50-yard sniper. It's going to be more for your up close shooting, up close birds. If you want to go for the longer range, then you're going to go a little bit farther up the line here. So with that, we have our classic tried and true Magnum blend, which is a 12 density tungsten, and it's a mixture of 3 shot sizes. It's numbers 5s, 6s, and 7s, so you're covered from up close to farther out there. 50 yards is about the maximum that anybody ever recommends shooting turkeys. In the old days, nobody ever shot past 30. 40, I think, is the standard in which most of us go by. So sometimes we have a little bit of error in judgment and yardage, and so sometimes, that extra horsepower comes in handy. Next in line, we have the return of the Icon. This one I'm really excited about. I'm really stoked because this is Heavy 13, and it disappeared there for a while. But this stuff is just, it's back, and I'm over the moon about it. I've killed a lot of gobblers using this. I know a lot of you have too, so you might not know it's back, but here it is. It's a 12 density tungsten as well, and it's single shot sizes. It's the same pellets that are in our Magnum blend, which is a cult favorite, but it's single shot sizes. We have them in 6s and 7s. You can pick and choose your favorite. I killed a lot of birds using the number 7s. Back in the days of lead, people shot 4s, they shot 5s. They went with 6s to go get more pellet count, but they didn't have the horsepower behind them. Hevi Shot came along and really just turned the whole turkey world on its ear when it brought out the Heavy 13 line, because you were able to use number 7s. Gave you even more pellet count, crazy knockdown power, and just the patterns of this stuff is amazing. Still is now, just like it was back then. If you want to get into the really hardcore, we got TSS here. It's Heavy 18. This is tungsten super shot. It's an 18 density on it. We have 12 gauge, we have 20, we have 28, we have 410s for people that want to go with the sub gauges. So this is the higher end of the spectrum, and TSS is a specialist tool. When you start getting shots under 30 yards, it's really tight patterning, and sometimes you need a little bit more forgiveness in your shell. So that's where these two right here come in. If you're going to be killing birds up close, calling them up close, these shells on this side are more probably for you. If you're going to be shooting farther out there, if you're going on out-of-state hunts, you're going places where failure is not an option, the TSS is the way to go. But you got to know what you're doing. Make sure with any of these loads, you pattern your gun before the season, before you go and hunt. Don't just screw a turkey tube in there and just go out there and think that everything's going to be okay. Know what your gun's going to do, know what it can do at all the different ranges, and you'll have a really good, successful season. Looking forward to seeing your pictures out there on Instagram and Facebook and all social media. Tag Hevi Shot in them. We really look forward to it, all of us do. And thank you again so much for being a Hevi Shot customer, and we'll see you out there.